interrupt to bring this to you. Reports from funeral homes, morgues, and hospitals has concluded that the unburied dead are coming back to life and seeking human victims.
This week's first ascent is Dead World, issue number 9, with the Vincent Locke cover. Or as I like to call it, how to get thrown off YouTube really quick variant. This week was an interesting week. I got a couple things from the eBay. One item came in a Gemini Mailer, the other one did not. And we'll see how that turned out. But before we get to that, we gotta get to our 2 from the tomb. The week before, actually it's the Sunday before Halloween. Might as well show some more Halloween themed comics. So this is Looney Tunes and Merry Melodies, issue number 37 from 1944. I really dig this vintage, like Halloween stuff, like from the good old days, or whatever you want to call it. Days gone by. But yeah, the classic Halloween stuff, especially from like the 60s and 70s, even though it's a little bit before my time. You know, I'm only 24, but but seriously, I remember growing up in the 80s and getting a lot of Halloween hand-me-downs from my grandmother and stuff that my uncle had, and just seeing that kind of stuff was really cool. But it's not like, you know, you start sounding like an old man or it's nostalgia or whatever, but it really was cooler. And the stuff, it took a little bit more imagination. Now everything's like seems like everything got to be blown up in a front yard anymore. And I'm not talking about blown up like the 4th of July. I'm talking about with a fan in there. But, you know, big light show in the front of your house. You know, it's just like, I just like cardboard witches peeking out the window. Don't get me wrong, the newer stuff's cool too, but I mean, I just dig the other stuff. Just give me the old-fashioned jack-o'-lanterns, which I'll probably do a video maybe for Monday or Tuesday of our pumpkin carvings. But yeah, I'm also looking for, there's 2 other Halloween issues from that era, from the 40s, that I'm looking for. One was Bugs Bunny chasing 2 pigs with he's dressed up as I think he's a ghost, and he has like a carrot tied to his nose. So I'm on the lookout for that one. Next up, I figured I'd show this one. It's from the Halloween Comic Fest. This is Jughead the Hunger from Archie's Madhouse, or Archie's Comics. The cool thing about this, they released a couple of these for, they released an Afterlife with Archie, Sabrina, Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. The cool thing about them is they're all in black and white. So if you can get your hands on a couple of these, they're pretty cool. I mean, I wish I had dug out I have the copy of the first issue somewhere in my collection. I wish I'd have dug it out to show you side by side. But the black and white on these books, I mean, you should still be able to pick them up for like $1 or something like that. I was picking these up off the rack. I still think I got like four copies of the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina one. I think I only got 1 copy of the Afterlife with Archie, and I only got 1 copy of this. But I was still seeing them on racks, and you know, you can probably get them in $1.25 bins too. So, just interesting to pick up. Shows the kind of Archie I like to read. I don't give a damn about high school drinking milkshakes and all that horse shit. You know, give me Jughead as a freaking wolf. You know? Ripping some, shredding some stuff there, you know. Yeah, even the ads are all in black and white too, so that's pretty cool. Definitely pick it up. I mean, it's probably some of the best stuff from the Archie comics, and just being in black and white just makes it even better. So that's this week's 2 from the Tomb. I'm not sure what I'm doing next week, man. Halloween's over. Well, we'll be over in 2 days. But so like I said, I got 2 items in the mail. One came in a Gemini Mailer. That issue is Spawn, issue number 77. As I'm slowly but surely making my way to getting issues 1 through 100. That was my original goal, but now I'm only 7-8 issues away from getting that goal, and I already got up to issue 112, so we're going to keep trucking along here. We'll see how far we can get, but this was a big book to get out of the way. This book on a good day goes anywhere between $24 to $45, around that range. This is a very, I'd say, just looking at it, we're going to pop this bad boy open, but I'm saying it's easily a near mint minus. Like on this channel, we actually open the books up and take a look at them, make sure, and we also read them. Oh yeah, you can just tell this book was. I don't even think this book was even ever open. Look at that, man. That's pretty freaking cool. So this is as Dwayne Turner doing the pencils. I wonder if this is the first one and he did. I'm up to like. I was missing a couple issues in the 40s for the longest time. I can't remember if I'm pretty sure it was all Todd McFarlane, Greg Capullo, and Tony Daniels did some of those early issues in the 40s. So my plan was to get up to issue 100 and start reading the whole thing. I did it for 2 reasons. Number one, because I like to have a complete run, and I heard issue 100 is basically the end of this whole storyline. Number two is it makes me not overpay on certain issues like this one. There was a lot of times that I was this close to paying $60 for it. I waited. I ended up paying $34 and some change shipped to my house. And I got this a few weeks ago. So, I took a look recently, I think yesterday or the day before, and it was pretty much going for between $24 and like that $45 range, depending on the grade and everything. But yeah, I'm super happy with this copy, and no regrets. Like I said, I'm only about 8 issues away, and I'm gonna read the first 100 issues. I'll do probably a couple of what you read in PZs on it or something. That's what I'm planning to do during the winter break. Just a couple of random issues. Yeah, it's a sweet looking cover. Super glad to have this in my collection finally. Alright, so that Spawn book came in a Gemini Mailer. The next 3 didn't. I stopped taking video footage of me opening packages and unboxings and stuff like that because it just doesn't look good. Unless I get something sent from another YouTuber, I'll do it that way. But if I get something through random eBay seller or Amazon or anything, I'm just opening the damn thing off camera. But I used to take video footage of it, and this is the condition of the envelope. So check it out. So you're probably wondering, how did those books turn up? What condition are they in, PZ? Well, the good news is the seller sent them in some, I believe these are Mylar, almost like a top loader, so it came in pretty decent condition. But this is a, it's going to look on camera because, there we go, we're just going to have to hold it like that. This is Full Circle, Book 1, limited to 1,000 copies from Simon Bisley. It's actually autographed by the Biz. It looks pretty legit. I matched it up to a couple other signatures on eBay with like CGC Witness. That's what I usually go by. If it's pretty close, but I'm 99.9% sure. But yeah, this is Full Circle. This is Book 1. Don't worry, we're gonna be opening it up. So, yeah, book 2. They all came in at I can't remember what these are called, but I just call them top loaders, like with Mylar. So it's a pretty good biz signature. The last one, book 3, classic edition, limited to 1,000 copies. So each one of these issues were limited to 1,000. I think there was another one set that was like limited to 500. But I really like these ones. So we'll just open this up here, see what it looks like inside. Sort of a little sneak peek for me too. I sort of seen what it would look like. This looks crazy. It's just classic Simon Bisley artwork, you know. It just nobody beats the Biz, that's for damn sure. And I love it that it's black and white. Sort of reminds me of the Danzig hidden lyric books. Maybe I'll show one in a second here, so you get what I'm saying. Especially like this right here. This is pretty awesome. But yeah, I paid a $25.50 shipped for this. The only thing that was let me see if it's this one. Nope. The only thing that was I don't know really about it was this the COA, the certificate of authenticity. It looks like, you know, it's just basically photocopied. But that was the only thing that was like, But like I said, I did a couple, you know, CGC searches with signature series, and I pretty much matched them up. It looks pretty legit, especially with the B and stuff. So, but I dug out the Danzig lyrics of the Left Hand Volume 2. Of course, signed by Glenn Danzig. But let me see if I can find something here. Like the black and white artwork. There you go, there's a Halloween for you. But yeah, I'm super happy with these comics. I'd never even heard of them before. I may have heard of them. I'm not 100% sure, but I just don't remember seeing them at all. Because I was basically just looking for some Simon Bisley original art on eBay to see what the prices were going for, and I came across these. Super glad I did for that price. I mean, even if they weren't signed, I probably still would have bought them. But yeah, this is great for the collection. So next up, we got our last week's books this week. Before we get to last week's books this week, I used to be every Wednesday go to the local comic shop kind of guy, but now not a whole lot of stuff is get me excited to go. I still love the stuff that's on my pull list, but it's not enough to get me to go every single week. The cool thing is that I go every other time I go to the shop, I get to pick up a DC Connect to see what's coming out. And usually the first thing I do is look at what facsimiles are coming out. To be honest, DC's really been disappointing me with the facsimiles. A lot of $6.99 price tags on these books. It's sort of really starting to turn me off, but found this one a little bit interesting. Right off the bat, we all know this cover from issue 428. from the Death in the Family storyline, Mike Mignola. But the cool thing about this one is it's the alternative ending to Death in the Family. Because those that don't know, there was a like a 1-800 number, 1-900 number, something I can't remember off the hand. They released issue, I believe it was an issue 427. Yeah, that you can call either number. Yes, you want Robin to die, or no, you want him to live. You know, or no, no, you don't want Robin to die. Yes, you want him to live. Whatever. But this is I guess the alternative issue that would have came out if the phone calls went a different way. So this is going to be really interesting. It's got the shitty ass foil cover, but you can get the regular book for $4.99. There's definitely going to be a variant on it, so definitely check that out. I mean, I think it's going to be interesting. I'm not sure if they're reprinting all the other issues for Death in the Family. I know they were doing Batman Year One. They're reprinting all those. The only other cool thing I saw in here, there it is. Thought this was actually a cool cover. Let me turn off the lock here. It looks like a return of Jim Balent's Catwoman. So that might be worth picking up. A David Nakayama cover. But other than that, nothing else was really too interesting to me. This is pretty cool too. I guess they're reprinting the Joker Harley Quinn. So for those that don't have this issue, you can buy the facsimile, and it doesn't seem it's $5.99. It's going to be the price tag for it, but there's all these variant covers. I'm going to order this one through the local shop. I mean, variant covers are cool and stuff, man, but it's just getting out of hand. Marvel also has their version. What the hell is this called? Free previews. There's a couple things that interest me. Always look for the facsimiles. I already have this facsimile. They're doing another reprint of it, a new printing of it. So definitely check that out. This might be the one I end up picking up. Is X-Men number 4. Which reprinting, I guess, the introduction of the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. Penciled by Jack Kirby, so you definitely got to pick that up. There was something else. Oh yeah, this was pretty cool too, this Greg Capullo cover. But, I mean, I don't know. I really wanted to read Predator versus Wolverine, or Wolverine versus Predator, whatever it was. But I just couldn't justify the price on it, so a lot of these prices are just really starting to turn me the hell off. I mean, that'd be something I would pick up. I mean, especially that cover, man, that Capullo cover. But the only thing is he's not doing the interior art, so I'm not really too interested in buying that. Let's see if there's anything else. Oh, as you'll see in a couple of minutes here, or a couple of seconds actually. Well, hell, let's just show it right now. So, I officially put the Incredible Hulk on my pull list. Starting with issue number 5, so issue number 6 it'll be officially on my pull list. Take a look at the artwork inside here. So it's not the artist from the first couple books. This is a special guest artist, Travel Foreman. It's got like almost like a manga feel to it. Yeah, it's like manga with it just hit me right now. Travel Foreman was the artist on Animal Man New 52. This is what it reminded me so much of. I'm like, I couldn't put it together, and it just all of a sudden hit me as I'm recording this. Yeah, Travel Foreman was the artist on Animal Man New 52. Jeff Lemire wrote that book. So that's why I'm like looking at this, like, man, this looks really familiar. So it gives it that, like, sort of that horror vibe. Yeah, this is pretty cool. So this is a great great fill-in artist. First I was like, but now I'm like, okay, now this makes a little more sense, because I just couldn't put my finger on it. Who the hell this artist reminded me of? It was like, yeah, of course it's he did the ink, or did the artwork for Animal Man New 52. But Nick Klein's the regular artist on this book. I believe he did this cover. But this looks pretty cool. It's the conclusion of Hulk Throwdown with World War II Ghost Rider and the War Devils. So I'm not sure, was there a Ghost Rider from World War II that was released, or is it a first appearance coming up? So you might want to check his storyline out, because it looks pretty damn freaking cool, man. World War II Ghost Rider. Can't beat that. There was nothing else I really wanted to show in this thing anyways. But yeah, a couple facsimiles that I might be picking up, and that's about it. The rest of my pull list, you know what's coming up. We got Spawn 346 and Gunslinger issue number 25. Love the white border on here. It's pretty awesome. Everybody knows how I feel about Gunslinger. Definitely one of my favorite books coming out. Spawn, I'm just curious to see how this is going to end at around issue 350. I think it's time for a new storyline. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this, how everybody in hell ends up. And lastly, a book I picked up off the rack was Dracula. I ended up going with the Middleton cover, just because I thought it reminded me of the classic movie posters from that time, the Dracula movies. I just thought it was really awesome looking. It's from James Tinian and Martin Ed Simmons, the team from Department of Truth, if you've read that at all. It just looks really cool in here. It sort of reminds me of the what is it, Arkham Asylum, the graphic novel. The artwork, just not completely like it, but it reminds me a little bit of it. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Check out the links down below. Have a good Halloween, and we'll talk to you next time.